live. So excited. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome to SpoiledLatina Day 2020. I'm coming at you from Houston, Texas, and we have some girls, some beautiful ladies on the line with me. How are you?
Hi.
We have Jackie, Jasmyn, and Alexia Mcquinney. How are you guys?
Good, baby.
We're good. How are you?
We're good.
Hi, ladies. You guys look so beautiful. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I was a nervous wreck right before all of this. But yeah, we're good now. I have you guys on. Y'all look sharp. Everything looks really good. And look
You
at
look
this background.
amazing.
How do y'all like that?
Your background's fire. It is so
gorgeous.
cute.
It's super cute. Super cute.
I love it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to go in because we have 30 minutes and we don't want to waste any time. We want to get all the gems, all the knowledge, everything that we can consume, okay? So we're going to start. We're going to start with Miss Alexia Mcquinney, who I've had the pleasure of working with. Alexia actually did my trademark. Any legal questions that I have, I definitely reach out to her, and she always gives me the easiest advice or the best advice. And it was super easy getting a trademark from her because all I literally said was, I want to protect my assets. I want to protect my name. I see people already trying to, make SpoiledLatina merchandise. How can I protect it? She was like, I got you. Her office handled it. So we have Alexia Mcquinney from Houston, Texas with us. And Lexi, I'm going to ask you a quick question. So what would you recommend be the first step in creating a legal business? What do you do? What do you need to do to legalize your business?
Okay. Well, thanks for having me, Yvonne. Honestly, the very first thing you have to do is decide, what's important to you. In terms of, do you want to protect yourself from liability, or do you want to make it easy to gain capital and raise capital and money for your business? Because that'll determine what time. And then immediately after you start thinking about that, you need to hire an attorney, a business attorney, not a family law attorney, not an accident attorney, a business attorney. And you need to probably also go ahead and find you a CPA, not a tax preparer, not your auntie that likes to do taxes, but an actual CPA. Those are the most important things you need as a business owner, and you should do those right.
Awesome. Did you get that, ladies? Make sure to follow Lexi online, you guys. I have her tagged on my social media. Jasmyn works at a PR firm that I love and admire, and I admire her. I went to New York one time, and she gave me a whole bunch of goodies. She works with top beauty brands. So, Jasmyn, as a beauty publicist, working alongside large beauty brands who want to work with influencers, who want to tap into the local, well, not even local, to that top influencer on social media. How do you choose which ones you work with, and what are you looking for?
Hi, Yvonne. Thank you so much for having me. I hope I can answer everyone's questions and give everyone the guidance and information that they need. But if I don't, I'm open to DM me and talk to me more there. But to answer your question, first off, every program and campaign that we do for our brands, they each have their own purpose, their own goal, and their own budget. So, we have to look at the product that we're launching, the campaign that we're launching, and we have to keep different factors and criteria in mind. What's the influencer's engagement? What's the like and comment to follower account ratio? What kind of content are they producing? Is it makeup tutorials? Is it just beautiful makeup shots? Are they focused on skincare? What's your narrative? What's the YouTube content? A lot of times the YouTube content is a lot different than the Instagram content. So those are other things that we need to look at. Of course, follower count, but that's not even one of the biggest things anymore because now we have the nano influencer, the micro influencer, who's just as influential as someone with 100,000, a million followers. And I think it's also important to have a page and a feed that overall looks and feels cohesive to you. You know, I want to be able to go on someone's page and be like, okay, people really love his or hers makeup content. They love the eyeshadow that they create. They love her glowy skin. You know, you have kind of like that niche that, you know, when we're looking for, you know, a person to partner with for an eyeshadow launch, I can be like, okay, her audience loves that. I think they'd love to learn about this new palette launch. And those are just some things that we keep in mind.
Okay, so all of you beauty influencers, you just got some tips from a top beauty publicist that you guys need to take into account. All right. So now we have Jackie Gomez. The beautiful Jackie Gomez is also calling in from New York. And Jackie, I heard her name about 11 years ago. I was pregnant and I met Danny, which is a mutual friend of ours. He handles both of our business stuff for our brands. And Jackie, I've seen her evolve. I've seen her become a mom. I've seen her get married. I see her now have 3 children. But Jackie is a makeup artist who has worked with tons of people. Being a makeup artist, how do you define beauty, Jackie?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm so excited just to be part of this. You know, I love you so much. So whatever you need from me, I'm here. I define beauty to me is emotional. I feel like, you know, when I'm working with clients, it all depends on how they're feeling. That's how they're going to be, right? So it's just really emotional. It's about being kind. It's about being energetic and just, you know, just being yourself, your true self. That's what beauty really means to me.
Yeah, I think a lot of people either want to pile on the makeup, but beauty does come from within. You know, beauty is defined as beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but I feel like beauty comes from within, how you see the world. You know,
I mean, it's okay to pile on the makeup.
Thank you for that, Lexi. What's the difference between a copyright, a trademark, and an LLC, and who needs what? I don't think I can hear Lexi. Can y'all hear her?
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexia, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Are you on mute by any chance?
No.
There you go.
That's all right. So let's back up.
Yes.
LLC, very, very different from trademark and copyright. So let's start there.
We can hear you.
An LLC is an entity type. So it's a business entity type, and it's a formal entity. You actually have to create it wherever you live, whatever state you live in. You can't just wake up one day and have an LLC. You have to form it. And it basically says, hi, I want to be in business. I want to have personal liability protection. Okay, so you can sue me personally. You could potentially sue my business. I also want to have pass-through taxation, which basically means my business isn't going to pay taxes, but I will pay taxes on the revenues from my business. All right, so that's an LLC. Trademarks and copyrights always get confused. All right, so let's kind of break that down. Basically, a copyright is a legal right and a legal protection to use or assign, allow somebody else to use artistic works, written works, musical works, artistic works. All right. Whereas a trademark is actually something that's like a word, a phrase, or design logo, okay, that is federally protected for certain type of goods or services. So they're two very different things.
Yeah. So we want to protect everything that we do, whether it's something that we create, something that is a name. We just want to be able to create everything. So get with a business attorney so that way they can make sure that everything that we do, that we're doing it for the right reasons, but also that we're doing it legally and that we're not, messing up our business. Okay. So Jasmyn, why is it important for a brand to hire a publicist?
For so many reasons. First off, whether you're a person or a brand, a publicist truly understands, the media and influencer landscape, what the media and influencer world was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, even 5, 6 years ago is not the same. It's not what it is now. And if you can't do your brand and also keep up and evolve with the media and influencer landscape. Like, it changes so rapidly. A publicist will also help you come up with different strategies. If you're launching a product, we can help you come up with a launch strategy for that, how you're pitching it, when you're pitching it. Are you doing a mailer for it? We can also put together creative concepts and ideas. If you want to do a larger story, is there a story to tell? Is there a story for your brand to tell or the product? And just think of a larger concept that we think the media and consumers and influencers would love. We can also help with researching and understanding what celebrities and influencers could be a great fit for a spokesperson role. When Urban Decay launched their spokespeople last year.
A story.
Right, the story. When, Urban Decay launched their spokespeople last year, they wanted a Latina and they had their list and they wanted my POV on them. So I was able to give them, guidance on who's everyone talking about right now? Who are they not talking about? And then, we landed with Carol G, which is insane. It was her first mega beauty deal and our first Latina spokesperson. So a lot of different things.
Yeah. But I feel it's important to hire a publicist because you're right. You want to tell that story that maybe no one knows about, that is important to share, whether they're dropping a song or they're having an event. But yeah, it's definitely important to have a publicist, you guys. Jackie, there's a big question. Everyone wants to know, how did you land Beyonce as your client? And how was it to travel the world at the Mrs. Carter tour, doing not only Beyonce, but I know you also did her band and some other people. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, this was many moons ago, This was when I was a baby makeup artist. And I still have the same drive. I'm a mom and, I have a family, but that's definitely not taking the same passion that I had back then. This is 10 years ago. I started working on this was before even when I met Danny. I started working on my portfolio and I started sending it to record labels. And I was just telling them look, I'm a makeup artist. I'm here willing to work and do whatever any celebrity or any new artist you have. And then little by little, I started getting calls and I started meeting up with these people and building relationships. And it just so happened that, I just worked really hard and I assisted and I really paid my dues. And one day out of the blue, a record label called me, which back then it was Music World. And I got a call to do Kelly Rowland first. Then I got a call to do Michelle Williams. So I was climbing the ladder, right? and then I landed Beyonce. And, that day was the most incredible day for me because I was such a young makeup artist. Really
You're climbing the ladder, yeah.
Trying to climb and trying to discover beauty and really put my all into it. And I landed Beyonce, and the first job I did was TRL, and then I went to do Oprah with her, and then from there I actually worked on the I Am Sasha Fierce tour, and then I went to the Miss Carter tour. But by that time, I already had my first child, so I couldn't like give my life to her, you know. So I accomplished so much, and I'm so proud of myself for keep going and just pushing myself to be who I am.
I remember that. Yeah. Well, you've done amazing. I know you have a beauty school, right? There's a beauty school happening.
I just launched it maybe a few weeks ago. It's a virtual beauty school where you could reach out to me, and I'll do one-on-one classes with you, or we could do a whole group class. So it's really catered to how you want it, and what your needs are to elevate your artistry and what you're looking for to improve. It's really catered to how you want it, and what your needs are to elevate your artistry and what you're looking for to improve.
Awesome. So if you guys are looking to improve your makeup game, follow Jackie Gomez on Instagram, all over social media. She's definitely here to give us some help, some advice, and to take your career to the next level. Lexi does a lot. Lexi is also obviously an attorney, but she plans huge events, like a magnificent events. So how do you find time from being a mom, being an event planner, a brand consultant? How do you find time to spoil yourself? So how do you find time from being a mom, being an event planner?
So great question. It's really about
for a minute.
Setting your priorities, understanding what it is you want.
Hear her again. There you go.
From live. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, great. But definitely taking the time to block out your time.
Yeah,
so for
now
me,
we can.
I set boundaries. I only book certain things during certain times on certain days. And I make sure I schedule in time for myself. So literally on my calendar, there are blocks of time that say me time, or hair appointment, or Bailey time. That's my daughter's name. Because if I don't schedule it in, I'll look up and it'll be 2 a.m. and I haven't done anything for myself, and I haven't given any time to myself. So for me, I really think it's time blocking and managing your calendar and literally scheduling it.
I know. You definitely have to find that balance. And I don't even like when they say balance, because I'm like, I'm not a clown. I don't juggle stuff. As moms, we don't do that. But we do have to have time. We do have to, I guess, balance our life out so that way we can tend to our family, tend to our business, and then create like these major moments for our clients. So let's see. We have another one for Jasmyn. What's the best advice, Jasmyn, that you've ever received, and who gave it to you?
So I spent a lot of time thinking about this one. I'm the kind of person that I feel like I'm a sponge. I kind of just retain all the information. I keep it all in here, and I use it at all times. I was talking to my little sister about this yesterday. She's 7. She said, we were talking about following your gut, following your dreams, just figuring out how to navigate to get where you want to go. And she told me, if it feels right, it is right. So that's what I wanted to share.
Yeah, I think if it does feel right, it is right. You're right. And there's a lot of times where we know that it is the right thing to do, and our intuition is telling us turn right, but for
And we don't do it.
strange reason we want to go left, and then we hit a hurdle or we hit a bump in the road. But we really should be following our own intuition and feeling and going what feels right.
Yes, 100%.
There's so much, like even with this Spoiled Latina Day, I wasn't sure if I should do it or not. But my gut kept saying, do it. Like,
Do
wow,
it.
We need this. We need to support other women, especially right now during these trying times. We need some motivation and we need to be inspired. And we're not going anywhere. So let's connect. Let's build. Let's inspire one another. So thank you guys so much for being here. I know we have about 1 more minute. Oh my gosh, this is going so fast. But that's okay. So Jackie, what are some ways that you capitalize on your strengths?
All right. So for me, time is money, right? And I'm just really fast. I have the ability to like do makeup really quickly and do it really well. And that's one of my biggest strengths as a makeup artist, is just to be efficient and to be quick. And I think that's why my clients really love me. As a person, I'm really kind, and as a professional, I'm really quick. So there you go.
I can't wait for you to bless me with your makeup artistry. Ladies, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys this afternoon. If you guys have anything else to say or share to the group of amazing women who are watching, and the men, I know there's some men dabbling in the comments too. Please share something right now. Share some inspiration for everyone. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it quickly. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you could.
So I just want to send everyone a big hug and an air hug. And if you guys want to follow me and learn more about my labs, you could go to facethebeauty.com or at facethebeautylab on Instagram.
Yvonne, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of your panel. I'm so honored, and I look up to you so much. Like, what you've accomplished is insane. So congrats on everything. And if anyone else watching has any questions on the world and wants to DM me and ask me any questions, you can do so. I'm at Jasmyn Isabel. But thank you guys so much. I hope I was able to give a little info and guidance here.
As always, Yvonne, thank you so much. Everything you do is so inspiring, and you always do everything with a smile. It's been great to be on this panel with you, Jasmyn, and you, Jackie. Guys, if you have any questions about getting your business in order, feel free to look me up. You can find me online, McWhinneylaw.com. You can find me on Instagram at Lexi So Savvy. That's Lexi with an I. And you can also find me at Mcwhinney Law on Instagram. Just go to Yvonne's page if you have any questions. Y'all have a great day.
Much.
Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, Yvonne. Thank you.
Bye.
Awesome. So excited. That was a beautiful panel. I love it. Okay, guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Go into the chat room. Take some virtual photos on our virtual photo booth sponsored by Paradigm. And you guys, coming up, we're going to have a giveaway by Bloomberry Design, who are giving away a huge box of of florals that you can have forever and ever. They're going to last so nice. So we'll be back in 5 minutes.